You know what? I'm tired of drifting that thing. My dream is to drift that. The problem is, however, is that this thing right now in its current state doesn't really want to be drifted all that bad. One of the main reasons is because of this right here. We got what's called an open differential in this car, which isn't the greatest for drifting, just be one wheel peeling. So we just said, you know what? We're gonna play it super safe and we're just gonna upgrade it with this Kaz limited slip differential anyway, which is gonna be absolutely fantastic. Now we're gonna be doing some mechanical things, but another thing about drifting is about style. We're gonna be upgrading our stock interior a little bit with a brand new Nardi wheel, a Works bell adapter straight from Japan, and fancy old Greddy shift knob. Another thing we noticed about this car, it has some chonky fenders on it. We noticed that during our last track day, which is why it's jacked up to the freaking moon for the ride height. So for drifting, we want to get that a little bit lower. We want to make sure we're not going to run into anything and destroy these beautiful fenders. So we're going to be rolling these things as well. Now, RBs aren't really known for the best oil solutions, so that's why we got ahead and we got this Greddy oil cooler that we're going to be installing on our RB25 Neo, help keep this thing cool and active.
Yes. Push. Whee! Wait, this would be putting a baby back in.
Hey guys, it's Saturday, which can only really mean one thing. Things went wrong. And by that, I mean we realized that this car has what's called four-wheel steering in it, or otherwise known as HICUS. And believe it or not, when you have four-wheel steering, it's really not the best for drifting. And we went through all the trouble of swapping out the differential and putting a new steering wheel in and making this thing all ready to go for drifting. But then they're like, no, we'll just keep the four-wheel steering. No, we're not doing that. So we rapid ordered in a HICUS bar, essentially, or a lock bar that is going to replace our HICUS system. Now this isn't really going to be a permanent thing because I think Alex might want the four-wheel steering back for his track day, but for drifting, I'm gonna lock this thing up. So basically this bar just replaces our HICUS system in there. The essentially tie rod ends in the back go into the ends of this, so we'll have to do like a toe plate alignment or something. But yeah, so we're in the middle of that, and that is what we're doing right now. We got the one tie rod out, but I think we're gonna have to drop our exhaust out real quick just to get to the other side here because it's getting a little cramped up there for the tools that we have. So I think we're gonna go do that real quick.
I'm so glad that we're deleting something that was an advancement of technology for a bar. We go sideways, drift.
All right, so our HICUS lock bar is in. Honestly, not too bad of an install, so we're just gonna go ahead, get the stock exhaust back up into where we were. This should work really, really well for what we're doing out on the drift track. It should keep the rear end locked where we need it, and it should be good to go. It sounds stock, like the stock exhaust should.
Here, let me help you.
Sounds pretty stock to me.
Nice job, stock exhaust.
Ready to drift! This is a track where I learned how to drift. I've spent many weekends here with this off-colored Nissan 240SX, but I've always wondered what difference another car would make. Something boosted, something with a little more power, maybe 2 more cylinders, maybe a better paint job. which is exactly why we're out here at USAir with our R34 Skyline GTT. It's been my dream to drift an R34 in some way or another, and to be able to do that at my home track, to be able to get this space pretty much rented out for the day for us to come do this is just an absolute dream. So today we're out here with all the modifications that we did to see if the R34 Skyline GTT can actually make a good drift car. This thing rips! Oh my god! It does anything I want it to. Like, you just want more throttle, okay, you just give it more throttle. I've never had a car do that before. Usually it's like, yeah, we'll think about it, maybe get back to you in 3 to 4 business days. Second thought, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, how is it as a drift car?
Dude, it feels awesome.
You got the initial shakedown down. What is the goal now?
The goal is I want to get smoother at intermediate. So I want to start linking some corners. This car has more than enough power to get through that first like sharp turn there into this next one. That's a spot that I always struggle with the 240, just because like I'm like slipping the clutch. I have to like slip the clutch, come in with a ton of speed to be able to carry it through that corner. I hope that this is able to do it. It should be able to do it. We almost did it. So being able to like really just run this whole section in like one fell swoop is my goal. And if that goes good, I think we should take it over to the roller coaster of love. Dude, this car is so freaking good. Hey, hey you. Put some pants on. Your turn.
You nervous?
No.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Don't kill me.
I won't kill you.
Bells is nervous.
When have I ever killed you? That's what I'm saying. Bad juju in the GTT. We need good juju in the GTT.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
What the hell?
This thing.
Dude, she snaps.
Dude, that thing is so good.
There we go, man. It's tricky.
Dude, this car is so different. It's so awesome. Like, the fact we're drifting with electrical tape for the button to be down on the e-brake and we're getting as much as we are is insane. It took me a little bit just to get used to the car, but it feels so good. It's so balanced, man, and the power comes on so smoothly. Everything about this car is freaking perfect, and it's not too much. Nothing of it is too much.
All right, so it's feeling good out there. Car feels great. Intermediate feels really good. There's one thing left to do yet, and that's to tackle the roller coaster of love.
Well, there you have it. Doesn't R34 GTT make a good drift car? It makes a fantastic drift car. I had the time of my freaking life out there. This was like a bucket list item. To be able to slide around a freaking R34 at like my favorite track of all time where I learned how to drift for the first time ever. This is like a freaking dream come true, man. I'm so thankful and so grateful for being able to do this opportunity. So huge shout out to USAir. Huge shout out to all the sponsors of the GTT build so far. And huge shout out to all of you who have been following along with this build and with what we're doing with it. So it's not over. It's far from over. We got Alex, we got Dakota. They're going to be doing their own bucket list items with this car very, very soon. So make sure to stay tuned, follow along, subscribe so you don't miss those episodes, because there's a lot more for this car yet to come. But we got one last thing. We had to christen the GTT because we conquered the roller coaster of love. That carries a $5 sticker. They didn't just give this shit out for free. That's so sick. I love that. Let's do a Road America one on there, and it's gonna be dope. Oh, that's so sick.